JoJo has fun.
Nom 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 is what Domino's just sent me.
Yeah, welcome back, guys.
Hey, everybody.
So what's the deal with toast?
So this is what happened, you guys. Hot take. Earlier yesterday, I left to go talk to Andrew, who delivered our pizza, to ask him about this guy named Toast who made our pizza. I went downstairs. Andrew looks like an all right guy. I say to him, Andrew, I need to talk to you. I gotta ask you about something.
What did Andrew say?
Okay.
That's so like Andrew.
Yeah. And I was like,
That's so Andrew.
do you work with a person named Toast? And he just went, yeah, their name is Toast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you say it just like
Yeah.
that?
He was so, and I said, okay. I was just wondering, I can't judge other people's names. I have a kid named Pip. Everybody hates that name. And he's like, yeah, sounds like you didn't come up with that name.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, it is what it is. Here's your $5. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of
Get
here.
out of here.
Get out of here. That's funny.
And then he said, I'm out of here.
Found something. There might be a way in.
Yeah.
It's not civilization. I'll wait here by the fire.
Yeah. So Toast is a real person, not a typo.
Is
Their
he nice
name
and
is,
flaky and tasty?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Didn't taste.
Yep, this is where I wanted to be in my early 20s, crawling into a small cave, possibly getting crushed.
I bet she's in her early 20s. I bet she's 24 tops.
She's early to mid. She's been on this adventure shit for a while. You won't find her sitting by a fire wondering what might have been. She did it.
No. She sits by a fire and ups her stats.
That's true, yes. If she's resting by a fire, it's become more powerful. And only then. I found an unknown challenge tomb.
Unknown area challenge tomb.
Yep.
Well, you are Tomb Raider, so let's raid this bitch.
Yep, you're right. All right. Oh. Okay.
Is that a capybara?
No, it was. No, it wasn't.
Hey,
that was a capybara.
Once you've been a capybara, you will always be a capybara.
Wow, it's like capybara for life.
Yeah.
No, but capybara for life. Okay, got it.
I gotta write down that Pip ate 2 ounces. Hold on.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that tracking actually allow you to do? Like,
It
what's the
allows
point
me
of tracking everything he eats?
Because sometimes I forget to feed him.
Oh. And then he's crying, and you're like, why? You just
What
ate. And then
is-
you check the records like 6 days ago.
No, when I was like really kind of down, I would often forget that he hadn't eaten or slept or he hadn't been changed. I was actually pretty good about changing him.
Uh-huh.
But like I would be like, why are you crying? And then I would realize that it's been like a super long time since he'd eaten.
Oh, and so he was dying.
Yeah. And that's why he was crying. And so like this app that I paid 99 cents for keeps my baby alive.
Nice.
Also Zoloft.
Definitely mostly Zoloft.
It's like 60-40.
Thank you, science. If it hadn't been for you, Pip would have surely perished.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Definitely.
All right. Thank you, Zoloft. Thank you, science.
I wonder if I would have like survived pregnancy if it wasn't for science.
No, you wouldn't.
Probably I would have died.
Most people die as a result of pregnancy in history.
Yeah.
And most babies die as a result of pregnancy and birth kill lots of people.
This gear is early 20th century.
Well, because like my water didn't break,
Yeah,
but I was in like full labor.
Yeah, you would have died,
Like he would have died definitely.
and so would you.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would have been I had like another week before I was actually due.
Yeah.
And they were like, shit, we got to get this baby out of you.
Yeah, good thing we used science to figure out that.
Yeah. And I was like, thank you.
Speaking of science,
Can't carry any more.
I think I almost told you this story. Did you hear about the toxic woman of Riverside?
No.
Do you want to hear about it?
Yes.
So, I heard this on a podcast. Jeff knows which one. Heard this on a podcast. There was a woman in the, I believe it was the 90s, who she had cancer, and she was not doing super hot. Her blood pressure was high and stuff. So they took her to the hospital, and when they took her to the hospital, they took her to the emergency room, and they injected her with an IV, and they were like, "Oh, something smells like ammonia," and they pulled out this needle that was in her arm, the one that they injected her they just injected her with, and they smelled it, and the nurse who smelled it passed out.
Oh, wow.
And then the doctor was like, what the hell's happening? And she picked up and she smelled it. Then she passed out. And her reaction was so violent, they wheeled her into the parking lot. And then, the woman with cancer obviously died very quickly. And they had to, evacuate the room because it smelled like toxic chemicals after they pierced her skin.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, they went to do an autopsy on her. And the coroner, the autopsy was, done by the coroner.
Right.
Oh, shit, I fell.
Oh!
Done by the coroner, but OSHA was there because
Yeah.
people were passing out because this woman, got her skin cut or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the coroner told the OSHA guys to go away while they did the autopsy for some reason. They couldn't figure out why. And it was just like, you need to get the hell up out of here. And they're like, why? And the police had them escorted away.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
And the body was autopsied, and they said we don't know why that happened. It doesn't make sense. She just smelled really weird, and the people who reacted poorly were they were overreacting. It wasn't real. The family couldn't get the body back for 6 months, and when they did get the body back, it was totally decomposed, so they couldn't even perform another autopsy on it. And they sent the body back, the organs were all in a bag covered in poop, because that's what organs do. They leak poop, so they couldn't, and the heart was missing, so they're like, we don't know what happened to her. We can't find out what happened to her. This is bullshit. And the news was just talking about this really weird story, this woman's blood knocked out 4 people, right? It's a super crazy story.
Can't carry
And
anymore.
later, what it turned out was Riverside has a real problem with meth. And so one of the chemicals used to make meth was being made at the hospital by people who worked at the hospital as a side business. Oh. And it was transported out in IVs.
Oh, no.
One of them got mixed up with the regular IVs, and this woman got injected with a meth chemical that took out most of this emergency room staff, including a doctor who fell into a coma for 3 weeks and afterwards couldn't walk because she was bleeding into her brain. The hospital denied the whole fucking thing, and the Department of Health covered it up.
Yeah.
Because
I believe that.
It was more expensive to it was cheaper to just cover it up and deal with that than
to pay out,
close down a hospital where they're making fucking meth chemicals.
Yeah. Oh, this is Riverside, California, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Riverside Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a doctor who works in Riverside.
And she from then on was just known as the toxic woman of Riverside.
Yeah.
They think it was her blood. It wasn't.
No.
She was injected with meth chemicals. She didn't know it. Neither did the doctors, and they died.
Yeah.
And the hospital knew that people were making meth in the hospital because people were complaining about the smell of meth chemicals in the hospital for months.
Yeah. Yeah, meth doesn't smell good, you guys.
No, it smells like a sewer. It's toxic fumes. Where am I supposed to go here? It's my, is it that way? I think it's that way. Huh?
Ah!
Yeah. Oh, do you remember when Laura died in that death animation that was super brutal?
Oh, God, that was really gruesome.
Yeah, that's what happens when you fuck up platforming.
But it reminded me of Until Dawn. It had an Until Dawn look to it. Yeah,
it did,
Might
didn't
be the
it?
way
Yeah,
out.
we were just talking about how we used to do Let's Plays, and we weren't very, good at it.
Definitely not now.
No, now we just play games and talk like
Yeah,
friends.
It's different. Before we were like, yeah, we gotta put on the performance, and we sucked.
Yeah. Hey, it's your boy.
Yeah. This is way before the It's Your Boy days.
Welcome back to Laura Craft.
Lara Croft, am I right? Beep, 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 beep. My favorite Let's Player trope is the hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy.
Yeah, it's
Because there are we do it as a joke, but there are people who do it non-ironically, and it's the fucking best.
I kind of met one of those people this week where I met this woman 6 years ago, and she was probably 18 now. So I met her when she was a child,
Right?
And she's like, I remember you. You used to bring my grandmother back for her eye exams, and she died about a year ago. And I was like, yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. I really liked your grandmother and whatever. And she was like, yeah, I guess I didn't recognize you because you speak Spanish now.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yeah, I learned how to speak Spanish. She's like, that's dope.
That's dope.
That's dope. And I was like, yeah, I was like, yes.
I guess it is.
Yes, I suppose my learning Spanish slowly over the course of 6 years
Is pretty dope.
was in fact dope. But I don't think that I've ever felt less cool or with it than when this girl was like, that's dope. And I seriously had to my brain was like, ding 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 ding. Dope. Dope means good. Oh, watch out for that.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
I jumped instead of dodged. Whoops. This is a tomb, but I don't think I found the treasure.
Nah, you didn't. The real treasure was the tomb you made along the way.
Thank you. But I really do think there's supposed to be a treasure in here that I didn't find.
Oh, you know what? When you died, I was supposed to say next time on JoJo Has Fun.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh. Okay, well.
next time on JoJo Has Fun.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Ding, 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 ding. Dope!
Dope!
Dope! For learning a second language.